Welcome to another Down the Rabbit Hole video. Gonna talk about my Digital Derby, or Digital Derby if you're in the UK. This is a handheld that I've already talked about in my Triple H series. Really loved this thing when I was a kid. I wanted one badly, and through the power of eBay, got one. In fact, I got two. There's one in this package here. That's the first one I ever got. And then this second one actually came in this packaging. And this was working great. The first one I got was a little problematic, so I took it apart. And after taking it apart, even less stuff worked. So it's kind of there for parts, if nothing else. Or, I don't know, maybe if somebody's particularly good at, or resourceful at fixing stuff, they can do so. So this is the main Digital Derby that I use now. However, there is a problem. And that is that over time, and when I got it, it was working. Over time, the battery contacts, I think these little guys here, I believe, and up there, they've actually maybe corroded because I don't seem to be able to make this thing work. I'll just make sure it's going to be turned off before I... Yeah, okay. Whenever I try to play it now, with working batteries, I verify that these C batteries do work. It doesn't start. See, it's like... Oh yeah, you have to set the lap down to 0 all the way. Oh, maybe I'm not even sure if that's right. Anyway, but yeah, putting it into gear and starting, nothing happens. This is supposed to start working, and then I can drive my car back and forth. You can see it moving around in there and avoid the cars inside. But this thing has not worked for a while, and I think that's because of these contacts. So, what I did was I posted a question on a collector arcade forum, really, figuring those guys would know as much about these things as toy collectors. I said, hey, what's a really good way to clean these contacts? I know you can use, like, vinegar or what have you, but what's a really well-known one? Because this is from the 70s. Oh, yeah, you can see the art. I don't know if you can make that out or not. Can I adjust the focus? Yeah, a little bit. How about there? Nope. Nope. A little bit in there. Yeah. These are very badly rusted, and I've only had this thing a couple of years. So, somebody in the forum said, absolutely guaranteed what you want to use is DeoxIT. This stuff is gold, he says, and when we went to the Seattle Pinball Show, they had DeoxIT in the nearby Fry's Electronics, so I'm going to use this to clean these contacts and hope this gets Digital Derby working again. Now, the snag is, I've never really used this stuff before, and I'm not 100% sure. I guess you give it a little shake, and there's the nozzle. I've accidentally just sprayed stuff into little containers like this before. Like I tried lubricating the seat that I had at work once. Did that, and it just shot right back out and into my eyeballs. So, going to be a little careful this time. I think what I'll do, I've watched a few people online actually use these cotton swabs. Oop, one fell down. So I think what I'll do, instead of just right in there where all the gears are, and the very minor amount of electronics, I think what I'll do is I'll actually spray it on the cotton swab first, and then apply it with that. So let's just carefully, is there a seal on this thing? Oh, okay, you push down. All right. So let's just give that a little wetting there. Ooh, I don't even know if I'm getting... There we go. Okay, that's it on there. And then apply it carefully with this cotton swab. Maybe leave it on a few seconds. Yeah, the guys that recommended this stuff, they say it's like magic how well it cleans. So it seems to be lifting off. I mean, I don't see any dirt, but it's definitely getting nice and wet in there. So there's one half. And let's just, before we do the other half, let's do the other side here. Okay. Yeah, I think that would be quite nasty if I sprayed that straight in there. All right, there's the other piece. Get that in there. Wow, that seems to be just drinking that stuff straight up. Okay. Let's just really get this guy wet. Okay, is it dripping? You can see it there. So really, 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 really all over that contact. Man, I hope this is going to work. I can see a little bit of silveriness coming through. Let's see if I can catch that on camera. Is that, you can sort of see what I'm doing there. Yeah, it keeps wanting to focus in the background. Oh, there we go. Yeah, let's see if I can just give this. All right. And let's just leave that for a few minutes. All right, we've had a solid 5 minutes or so. The contacts on that end look good. Let's try these guys out. Oh, we're kicking into gear. Hold on. Yay. All right, hang on. Ooh, I'm excited now. Let's turn you off. How do we get back to... Okay. Ooh, all right. DeoxIT has worked. Let's see. Here we go. And we're off. well, there we go. 76 laps. Don't know if you can make that out. Ironically, since this came out in the 70s. Okay, yes, so good solid test. DeoxIT works like a charm. Really, really like this stuff. Very glad I bought it. And I'm glad that my Digital Derby is actually properly working. Until next time, we'll see you down the rabbit hole.